we got ourselves the first look, first trailer, whatever you want to call it, of Creature Commandos. And we also got the new DC Studios logo, as you see on the screen right there. And I mean, I'm going to ask you, because it was quick. It was quick. It wasn't like an official trailer or anything. But, you know, they did show some footage finally. Yeah. And also, we kind of have an idea of what it's going to feel like, the tone and everything. And that new DC logo, like, what do you think of all this? What are your thoughts?
Well, number one, it's not a new DC logo, right? I'm tired of people calling it a new DC logo. It's just not, right? No, I'm just kidding. But no, it's not a new DC logo. I mean, it's the new DC logo, but it's not a new DC logo. We've seen it. It was kind of, I remember this was like one of the first DC logos I remember seeing, like, and then the bullet logo with the like stars around it. That was like one of the first DC logos I remember seeing when I was like a kid. And then, like, I remember, like, after that, like, the more iconic logos to me were, like, the DC logo that was, like, in the Mortal Kombat.
I only remember that because that's the only reason I remember that. I'm going to be honest. I only remember
the DC Universe Online. I remember that thing, too. But, I mean, yeah, I mean, the logo's cool or whatever. I wonder how they're going to factor it into the intros of all these movies, because I feel like WB likes to do that kind of thing. They've done it with all the other DC logos, so I wonder what it's going to look like watching. I mean...
That's if
I assume it would be before Creature. I assume it would show up like before every Creature Commandos episode or something. If not, Superman would probably be the first project to probably do it. If they do it,
no, it'll show up before Creature Commandos, I'm sure.
I just wonder what it would look like, because like from the little
animation,
the little animation thing, it's just Superman. I don't know.
I think that's what it's gonna be. I mean, they might
color be that for every movie.
They might color code it like to the movie, but I don't think. I think it might just be that, because it's very quick. It's like 5 seconds long. Like,
yeah, I mean, I get why they had to go with a different logo to kind of separate itself from like the other eras of DC, especially because they're building out a new universe. If you use that same DC logo that was like utilized in the
people
DCU,
are going to be confused a bit.
They're going to be even more confused than they are right now. Like, so I can understand that, but at the same time, I wish that they would have made a new logo. I really do, because I just wonder what it would have looked like. I just wonder what it would have looked like, what it would have been like. Like, it's always cool to like use previous logos, but I feel like to usher in like a new era and stuff like that, I feel like you should have made a new logo. But I mean, I'm not going to get super anal over like a logo that I'm only going to see for like a couple seconds, maybe, like before every movie, if it's going to even show up before every movie. Like, for what it is, it's cool. Like, I don't have a problem with it. I just personally, I would have wanted to see like an actual new logo, but I mean, it's fine for what it is. I just wonder what it's going to look like if they're going to utilize it before all the projects and weave it into like the intros of all that stuff.
And what did you think of the Creature Commandos trailer?
The Creature Commandos trailer, I'm going to be honest with you guys, might not watch this. I'm just going to be honest with y'all. Like, I don't want to sound like a hater, but there's just nothing that enticing to me about this, aside from maybe the animation. Like, the animation looks better than a lot of the stuff I've seen from DC as of late. Besides maybe Suicide Squad Isekai, but I've also seen some stuff from Suicide Squad Isekai that kind of rubs me the wrong way. But the animation of this looks like really like, it looks really smooth. It doesn't look like it's trying to do too much or too little. Like, it's kind of meeting that like medium area where it's like just good animation on screen, and like it looks good for what it is. The voice work seems fine, I guess, but my thing is that it's clearly just like a retread of like, you know, the Suicide Squad kind of story, you know, the bunch of misfits that have to come together and work together, and they're kind of like expendable. Yeah, it's kind of the same story, so I might not watch it. If it's like getting good ass buzz and stuff like that, and a lot of people are loving it, maybe I'll check it out. But you know, after this first trailer, at least, you know, I'm not super quick to watch it. Maybe if like another trailer releases and like they show some like action sequences or something and like stuff like that,
that's what
you
gets,
know. I mean, I'm not exactly tuning into this show for the plot, right? I wouldn't say you are either, because we've seen this multiple times before, this exact plot. It's just with monsters this time. But I'm just saying, maybe because a lot of this trailer was like beginning with Amanda Waller and Rick Flag Sr. like just talking, and then a lot of like music and like montages of like the characters and stuff like that. Like maybe if another trailer comes out and you get a little bit more of that like comedy or like the action and stuff, you know, maybe it'll warm me up and like.
I do think they're kind of holding back. I'd imagine this is something that's going to be pretty graphic.
No, yeah. You could tell they're. I mean, it's like a minute long trailer. Yeah. You can tell they're holding back. Like it is what it is. But I just wonder because it doesn't come out till like late this year, right?
No, it
like,
comes out December.
December.
Literally last December.
Month. Yeah, so they'll probably release another trailer, and hopefully that could like get me to like really want to watch it because I like animation. I watch a lot of anime. I watch animations all the time, so I mean I'm always open-minded to it. It's just nothing is grabbing me to make me want to watch it, you know. So hopefully something can do that. But again, if it gets like a lot of good buzz and people are like really liking it, and especially if it like if it's something that I kind of have to watch in order to like,
I don't think so.
You know,
I think it's
inclined with the
light
DCU
connection because he is going to be in
I imagine
and Superman. But
I imagine it's not going to be something that you have to watch because I would assume that them making the show, they're under the impression that not a lot of people are going to watch this anyways. Like,
yeah, I think
not a lot of people watch animations, like period. But yeah, like I just, you know, I'm not super into it, but like for what it is, it looks cool. Like it's just that retread of the same story that's kind of making me like not really get all the way into it like some other people, I guess. But you know, that could completely change. I'm always open-minded to this stuff. But yeah.
Yeah, as for me, I'll just give my quick thoughts on the trailer first, I guess. I know the story's kind of a retread of the Suicide Squad, and that was expected when they first announced that it's going to be obviously this task force led by Amanda Waller. Especially, I'd imagine this connects to the events of Peacemaker, where her daughter kind of snitched on her, so now maybe she's not allowed to expend humans. So rather, she can do it with monsters, though.
But
and
Frank
I think
Grillo's
that's the whole.
Team. Or Frank
yeah,
Grillo.
but that's I don't
think
Senior. I don't think he's expendable though. I don't think he has like I don't.
Yeah,
think
it seemed like he was kind of like working with her a little bit like Rick Flag.
Yeah,
like,
a
little bit like.
And I will say, you know, I think the shining component of this is clearly going to be the characters, their dynamics, their arcs, how they work together, their relationships, all of that. You know, in true gun fashion, the plot may not be the most thrilling, but the characters are in the forefront, and hopefully, you know, some of them do land, because I imagine this could be the type of series where maybe the audience latches on to one or two, and that really starts to drive the show forward for a lot of people. But yeah, as for the animation, I think it looks really great. I love the designs, and this team itself, I'm really wondering how their dynamic is gonna be, because you see like the Bride and Frankenstein, but I'm pretty sure they're like not together. So it's like, how's that dynamic gonna be? Like, it seems like Frankenstein wants her, but she doesn't want him, type stuff. And then you got that Shape of Water girl in there. I don't know her. I think it's Nina something. But and then she like is looking all
fish looking.
Yeah, and she's looking like all sad and stuff. And then I saw like on a T-shirt, she says like she doesn't know how to kill people. So it's like, what's going on with her? There's a lot of intriguing stuff here. I wonder if anyone's gonna bite it. You know, if this really is the Suicide Squad type of deal. If we're gonna be really killing off anyone here. But yeah, as of right now, I mean, I'll definitely watch it. I don't know if this is the immediate midnight day one thing for me. Maybe I need something a little more. But as of right now, I feel like this is the type of thing where I'll you know, kind of, you know, maybe finish a show or something and go, you know, oh, this came out. Let me watch. And I do think it's only like 7 episodes or something. So I don't know. I'm looking forward to it, but you know, I'm not gonna give it the same anticipation as I have for like Superman or something. But yeah, those are just my thoughts. And as for the DC logo, I mean, do I even gotta talk? I mean, it's the bullet. Like, do I got this logo, like, straight up defined the brand. Like, I'ma just keep it a buck, bro. The best
for a long
shit
time
came out when this was the logo. The best comics, the best animated series, the best shit came out during this time. I mean, I cannot wait to see, like, just exactly how they approach this universe. It seems like James Gunn really cares about like the classic part of DC, and
yeah, he's clearly like gravitating towards that.
towards that golden age, bronze age kind of era. But then you got stuff like Swamp Thing announced, and it's like, okay, so I want to see how he's gonna meld like all these years of DC, and exactly like, you know, what exactly is the big story he's telling, and going back to this classic Bullet logo that defined the brand, that represents an era where they were putting out quality. It just makes me happy, you know. For all we know, James Gunn could drop Superman, Booster Gold, and Supergirl, and they all could be duds, and we could be like, what is this shit? This is trash. But as of right now, it gives me hope. It makes me happy to see him like go back to this logo that was impactful. That brings you back to that era where you knew DC cared every time they dropped something, whether it was Batman the Animated Series, Justice League Unlimited, Batman Year One, For All Seasons, All-Stars, like all of these bangers were dropping. And I hope, you know, with this logo coming back, they kind of take that approach of, you know, everything being kind of quality first. I really do hope. But yeah, those are our thoughts on the new logo, of course, but more importantly, the Creature Commandos trailer. But you guys let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Go ahead, send us your comment. What do you guys think about all this stuff? We love discussing with you guys, so yeah, go down there and let us know your thoughts.